Hollywood is collapsing in on itself, and nothing is more evident of that than this insane story of Tom Hanks that we're going to be getting into today that shows that even Tom Hanks is not as protected as he thinks that he is. So let's get into this whole story here. We've talked about some of the things that are happening recently, like Ricky Gervais, who promised that he is going to be once again completely crapping all over Hollywood in the most epic way imaginable, following what he did at the Golden Globes a few years ago, where he called out people like Tom Hanks and some of the terrible things that we know is happening in Hollywood. So let's get into this and see what is going on with the story. Blonde leads Razzie Awards nominations along with Tom Hanks and Machine Gun Kelly. Now, the hilarious thing about this is that Tom Hanks is one of these actors that has had an incredible career in Hollywood, right? We can all attest to that. But now we are at a point where even Tom Hanks is getting Razzie Awards for terrible things that they have done over this year, which is exactly what has happened with him. So he did this film this year called Pinocchio, which is a Disney film. And the hilarious thing about all of this is that Disney has had an absolutely horrible year in 2022. 2022 is one of the worst years ever for Disney. And they've lost over $100 billion in market stock value, which shows that the whole woke thing that they continue to do, the whole woke agenda that they continue to push, is coming back to bite them in the ass, and this is absolutely amazing. So as we can see here, Disney's Pinocchio film that came out last year currently sits at 28% rotten from critics and 28% rotten from audiences. Pretty much everyone universally agreed that this was a terrible movie, and now Tom Hanks is starting to bear the consequences of continuing to do all of the nonsense that is going on, all of the woke nonsense that is continuing to happen in Hollywood. Tom Hanks in a live-action version of Pinocchio was also identified as being one of the worst. The Oscar-winning star, Tom Hanks himself, received Razzie nominations for Worst Actor in Pinocchio, Worst Supporting Actor in Elvis, and was further accused of having a ludicrous accent in Elvis. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, my friends. How the mighty have fallen. And you know, we continue to see all of these different actors continue to have to face the reality that they aren't super human beings that we all need to look up to. That's what they want us to think. They want us to look at them as some sort of elite special class in society that we should look to for moral guidance and everything else, and that is just simply not the case. And I'm sure we're going to get plenty of that over this year with things like the Oscars and everything else. We all know that those celebrities are going to get up on stage at the Oscars and they're going to give us these incredible political speeches and how we should look to them and all of this crazy stuff, and nothing could be further from the truth. Blonde, the film on Netflix, also received a massive amount of backlash over this year with things from the Razzie Awards like Worst Picture, Worst Director, and Worst Screenplay. Like I said, the hilarious thing about all this is that it's just a telltale sign that Hollywood is collapsing in on itself, and that is, of course, good news for the rest of society, to be completely honest. So with all of that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. What do you think about all of the insanity that continues to happen, all of the failings that Hollywood continue to deal with, all of the L's that they continue to take? With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.